Hello, 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 hello. What's today? Thursday. We're on the countdown to birthday celebrations. Well, we're doing this. I'm doing this. Let me put it that way. Because when it's time leading up to my children's birthday, sometimes I get sad. So I've learned in the past that I've had fun creating. So that's what we're doing. And because I have something to do this afternoon, I decided to go on and pop on and do it this morning because there's no time limit. I mean, there's no time for when I do it. I just, need to do it. That's my whole thing, is to do it. I had meetings this morning, consultations this morning, and I was just going and doing a lot. And I was like, you know what? It's a good time to just pause, breathe, and I'm going to make some boundaries right here, right now. Hello, Mariah. How are you? Hi, Zell. Listen, I told y'all I was going to be dreaming about that daggum, what we did last night, and I did. But I can't pull out the paint right now because I can't have my desk. I need this, not this space, but I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it. We're just going to just relax. But what I am going to do is cut up some papers, cut up some prints, and do some things because the world needs your art. That's what I wrote on this card. So I want to say that the world needs your art. Okay, whatever you do, however you do it, the world needs your art. It doesn't have to look like mine. It doesn't have to look like anybody else's. The world needs your art. And I wrote that on there this morning because I was talking about boundaries. How many of y'all have issues with boundaries? Good, bad, or indifferent? Hey, Julia, how are you? Yes, it's the morning. I really like morning. I don't know why I didn't decide to do. Oh, I do know why. Because sometimes I'm not ready in the morning. Sometimes I'm a little cranky in the morning. Just to admit. So that's why I did it at 3. But going into 2026, I was thinking about it, and then I stopped thinking about it. I was like, 3 works. It works for me. It works for when I have stuff to do. It works, whatever. It just works. And you know what they say? If it ain't broke, then why are we trying to fix it? So if content or things or views or whatever and wasn't getting anything, then I would change it. But I think 3 is a good time. And then for my time when I'm not doing anything, like when I'm doing my long lives every day, that's I don't put a time on those. So that's just that. Okay, so I decided I'm going to do what I've been saying I was going to do, and that's what we're going to do. Very much have issues with it, but I'm getting better. Okay, so Mariah, is the boundaries your boundaries or other people's boundaries? Because I'm writing up because in 2026, we're going to start off with a series in January, and it's going to be beautiful boundaries for your art and your grief. And that way, we're not honing in on it in a negative sense. Because remember, y'all, it's all about joy for me. So I don't want to go. I have diarrhea of the mouth sometimes. And when I do, I try to give myself the time to get it out, get it done, and then change it over so that we can have the peace, the clarity, so that we can have our joy. This morning, I was just talking to a friend. We're having a good conversation, and then she said something, then I said something, and then she said something that kind of made it like whatever. And I was just like, nope. It's been a year of cleaning, clearing out, and gaining clarity. So if you've gone through some things in 2025, you had to go through it in order for you to be where you are now or where you're going to go. So beautiful boundaries for your art and your grief if you're going through some things, because this is where we start over here. I'm the grieving artist, and I've accepted that. And also being the grieving artist, we also like to create joy. So I am an advocate. Even though there is grief, there is joy. They can coexist in the same space. Okay, mine and letting others know what they are. I think I can relate to that. So I'm going to give you some examples as we go along, and as I do some things here with these first, because they're so beautiful. Where's my cutter? I'm going to cut. possibly do some other things, but oh, don't fall. Don't fall. Why are you falling? Oh, you're on top of that. All right, let's put that over there. All right. But when you think about boundaries, some people, and I'm going to say some people because I've learned, and this is all Create Joy Studio. These are all my belief system and how I've handled it in the past. In the past, I didn't have boundaries because I was a people pleaser. So people were just all over the place. They called, "Do can you do?" And your answer was always yes. And it's just like, good Lord. But as I've gotten older, and I think as I've lost so much to me, and it made me kind of think and start asking questions and things like that. That's where boundaries come from. First of all, you don't know you need boundaries until you realize that you don't want to do what somebody else wants you to do, or you don't want to you don't want to work at a job anymore, or you don't want to whatever. You just don't want to be the garbage can for other people. And so therefore that's when you decide, oh, I got to put some boundaries up. And then you're like, well, what are healthy boundaries, right? And that is individual. That's individually based, right? So when you think about it, so I'm going from a place of making boundaries that matter, and I'm going from the place of me as a grieving artist. What helps me grieve is doing my art, and if I'm not here to do my art in a space that gives me joy and peace and comfort, passion and strength, and all of that, then that's where I've had to put up healthy boundaries. And I have my boundaries, they're 10 and a half acres, not just within my studio. They are 10 and a half acres. I'm on 10 and a half acres. So therefore, that's how much. Don't come inside if you're not going to add to, not take away. So don't come to me asking to do this, and this, because then I'm going to be like, well, okay, well, in my mind, this is a conversation I have in my mind now. Just like, oh, okay, that's cool. And old Karen would have just said yes and walked on. And then later on, I'd be mad and angry and trying to figure out how did I get roped into this? Why am I doing this thing, right? So now I've started asking, well, how does this benefit me? Is this going to benefit me? Am I going to be happy doing this? You don't want to do something that you're going to be like kicking and screaming like a 2-year-old in a grocery store. You want to do something that's going to make you happy, right? And I'm not talking about you got to do this every time. I'm just talking about when you're putting these boundaries. And you can't do it by yourself either. That's the other thing. You cannot do it by yourself. Eddie, let me tell you something. Good morning. I was a little upset because time I pulled up this YouTube thing, I saw you just put up a video, and I was like, oh, I needed to see that. But I'm gonna see that when I finish doing this, because what you're doing I ain't got. So I feel like I'm gonna be a little inspired. I got some black paper, but I'm gonna have to find them other things I saw in the thumbnail. Thumbnails matter. It inspired me. But so this is a gel pull that I did yesterday. I think I pulled it yesterday, and I've decided I wasn't going to wait because I kept seeing them sitting up here, and I said I was going to put them on this black paper, and then I'm going to turn them into, no, we're just going to kind of do it. I do pretty good with boundaries. Of course, there is some adjustment periods when you realize new boundaries are needed. Um, Boundaries, okay, put it this way: boundaries don't matter to the people setting the boundaries. The boundaries become a problem for the people who can't no longer do the things that they want to do. So the boundaries are there to protect your peace, your joy, because you don't want it to drain your soul, steal your joy, or chip away at even your self-worth. So you have to have boundaries. And if you think about, and I went back to my first marriage. And when you don't know no better, you just don't know no better. And you're just like, oh, you think you need, I thought, let me back that up. I thought I needed the things. Oh, I like that. And I come to find out later that I didn't. Like I was being happily manipulated, if I can say the word that way. And remember, You say how things make you feel. No one can take your feelings away. How you feel is how you feel. And that's just that. So I don't care how much people apologize, move on, or whatever. Your feelings are their value. I like to value your feelings. I like to value my feelings. That's just me to put that out there because I'm quite sure if I talk to that's 3 and a 4, if I know three and an 8, if I talk to my ex-husband, he would not agree. But again, that's where the if you don't know, you don't know. You don't know what you don't know. Okay. And you look back at relationships and you're just like, God, I can't believe I had them as a friend. What was wrong with me? Right? And oh God, why how did I cut that? That is so not close to that. What in the world? Okay, slide to the left. Pull out another one and now y'all see why I cut the way I cut. That was all messed up. Jeez. That's what I want. All right, let's glue that puppy down. So I haven't got a chance to see Eddie's new video either. I just got home from an appointment and I'm finally getting my coffee. Ooh, I done had breakfast, had a couple of meetings. Ooh, I've been a busy bee. I did my recap finally from my weekend with my mentor a little bit. And I came out of it saying I have to set some boundaries for um, a couple, well, for someone, and I'm very terrified of it. It's like, am I going to lose them as a friend? This is what the people pleaser and the people who usually have to set the boundaries. This is what it looks like. So I'm gonna walk this thing out right here, live and in color with y'all. And I'm going to have to say some things that might put the friendship. Hopefully, it won't put it in question because when you're real friends, when you're friends with somebody, yeah, they might tell you your breath stinking, you got a booger in your nose, and you're dressed too short, and you're just funky, but they mean it in love, right? And so I personally feel like in order to continue moving forward with this relationship, I like that, I'm going to have to put down I'm going to have to make some boundaries. I'm going to have to be crystal clear. I don't want it to threaten my friendship. I don't. And it's not for punishment. It's just that I need to define what I'm willing to allow, and I need to say what I would like to stop, and what I will no longer sacrifice for myself. Okay. This is just me. And when you think about boundaries, kind of like as a structure, just a structure, think of it like a structure. Like I literally just structured this card together to give it more stability. So it is very, very stable. And that's what I want my heart to do, right? And if I don't, I'm going to keep being a little loosey goosey, flimsy, flimsy, and getting my feelings hurt and sitting there taking whatever gets dished out. And we shouldn't have to do that. We really shouldn't. We really shouldn't. We have our boundaries in art. Sometimes you feel like creating, and sometimes you don't. And sometimes you want to hang out, and sometimes you don't. And there's nothing wrong with that. So you have to give yourself boundaries. These boundaries are not just for other people, but for me, learning about my boundaries from my grief, I thought it was just me grieving. And I would just say, oh, that's, okay, well, I'll get over that. I'm just grieving. And I've learned here 6 years later, because remember, after my daughter, I didn't do the work. I just put on my big girl panties and was just like, okay, this life happens, death happens, but I didn't do it right. Let's just put it that way. So after my son, I was more aware. I was more present, and being present meant that I had to say some things. This is what I can give. This is what I can't give. This is what I want. This is not what I want. And even still, the manipulation still it still would pop up because, you're just like, oh, I want to be fair to other people, which I didn't even understand. Thinking back, looking on that puppy now, 6 years later, like, why in the hell did I do that? I was grieving. I must have was grieving real hard that I let that happen. But again, it was just me trying to keep the peace. That was it. So I want you to think about your art, your heart, your joy. And I want you to think about what are you doing? Who are you doing it for? And who gets the most out of what you're doing? Now, with my art, it is all for me. Like literally, I've been in the studio all morning. I came in here with coffee and my breakfast, and I came in cleaning because I had to clean space because I had a little mini meeting, and I had to take all all of the papers from last night. When I finished that live last night, I literally just got up and walked in there, put that steak on that plate, that sweet potato on that plate, and I got laundry out of the laundry. I folded them towels, and then I sat down. I ate, and I put on a happy movie because my heart was happy. I was happy. I was drained in a good way. Oh my God, bra! Oh, that's a Bravia. Stopping by to leave this. I will catch the replay. Thank you for everything. Oh, thank you for stopping in and saying hello in the chat. I appreciate that. Look how we're gonna do this. Oh, this already. I can see it. These are different sizes. They're gonna come out beautiful. Now you don't have to do the colors. I got all kinds of papers, but for whatever reason, these black papers just kind of popped out, and I like it. So we like it. Okay, so but no, lost my train of thought, but oh well, it's okay. Boundaries. Oh, the question: who's happy most? And we're talking about it from an art standpoint, artists, because that's where we are. We're grieving. I heal through my art. So when I was talking about the gate, you come through the gate. You don't have to come in the studio, and you don't have to come in the studio and create, right? However, I don't want you to come through the gate and you coming in causing friction. Okay, let's talk about that. We don't know what friction is until friction really gets rubbed. Okay. The communication comes in and the other person says something like, um, oh, let's see if we can do something without having to do a real time, because I haven't had anybody come to my house and we haven't had this problem. I haven't had this problem. Why? Because I set boundaries. Because my joy is important to me. Say you have somebody come to your house, and and they come and they say something like, um, "Has the housekeeper been here lately?" Or "Has the housekeeper do you like your housekeeper?" Or something like that. I would infer is like, well, what do you mean? The old Karen would have been sucked it up and be like, "Dang, I've thought about it." I'm like, "Dang, was they saying my house was dirty? Like what was up?" And so it has been in the past where, people say what they say because they can. And, and later on, like now, Karen would ask, "Do you want my housekeeper's number? Is that what you want?" I wouldn't take it as, "Oh, darn, is my house dirty?" Like, I know it's not, but, sometimes when people say whatever the hell they want to say, they come out of their mouth, and I'm not going to say they don't mean any harm. I can't speak for them. I can only speak for me, right? But what I will say is I'm going to ask questions. And so this is what you will need to do when you're starting. If you're one of the people that need to set boundaries, remember I told y'all we got to ask questions. We got to ask a lot of questions. Got to ask a lot of questions. So when we set these boundaries, we are crystal clear as what we want. Before I got married, my first marriage ended. I knew I didn't want to get married again. No time soon. Okay, well, let's just say that was like didn't happen. I kind of got engaged, and these boundaries still wasn't set. And I was out here flopping in the wind and just like, oh my goodness, how did I end up here again, singing that Karen White song? So then after that, that relationship ended. I was crystal clear. I worked on Karen. I put up the wrong kind of boundaries first of all. So you got to know what healthy boundaries are. Okay. I put up the wrong kind. So, but I knew I didn't want to get married. I knew I needed to work on me. I knew that for a fact. I knew. I knew I wasn't nothing to be played with because I was coming with a two-edged machete, and if you whipped it out talking about you was going to give me any of it, I probably would have cut it off. That's just where I was. I didn't want to. And I was slaying left and right. I was not caring at all. Then some one day, and that was probably like 3, 4 years. And that was because I was hurt too. Hurt people, right? So once I realized that and got myself together, it's like, okay, we can do this. Again, get you some help. I was in counseling, and I would tell my counselor, just like, he's like, well, how do you feel about dating? And I was like, I don't want to date. I just want to spend time with me. I want to get to know who I am. I want to know what I like. I want to know what I don't like. I want to know if, the kids are really getting on my nerves. I want to know if the kids really need to go stay with their dad. I want to know if I'm mentally stable. Like, I had to get all these questions. This is real time living, right? I want to know how I feel about this church thing. I want to know, like, all of this. Hence, it turned into a book. There's a book. There's a book. And once I got myself crystal clear, and that was, like I said, it took 15 years, because it was 15 years from one to the next. Get clear about what you want and who you are. And in doing so, you have to set boundaries. And in setting those boundaries, I learned to know that I love me more than I love anybody else. I love me more than I love my children. So you have to learn to take care of yourself so that you can show up and take care of others. Because if you're loving on yourself and you're in a good place and you are like going to make sure everything is good for you first, everybody else will be happy because you're happy. And that just took a lot of work. Being the mother of 7, I didn't know how to function that way. I was always used to doing things that was going to be pleasing for my kids. And now I've learned in the last, well, the last set of kids, I just learned to, okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. All right, let's do this. Let's do that. Okay, we can do this. Okay, I want to do this. I don't want to do that. And then God sent me a helpmate, sent me someone who not wanted me to change, but that loved me right where I was through all the things. Like, he came along right when life started shifting for me, right? Met Mr. McCoy in 2005. I lost my daughter 2007. I lost my son in 2019. He's been there. Like, we've grown through all of this. But if I would not have had the clarity, I would have probably just ate him for lunch. Literally. Because God gave me what I needed, not what I wanted. Right? Bridget Baker! Bridget's got a birthday tomorrow, y'all. Oh my God, Bridget, it's so good to see you in the chat. I was thinking about you this morning. I was looking on the calendar. It's like, oh my goodness, Bridget got a birthday tomorrow. Oh, I wish I could come and surprise you. How are you? I feel like black background borders really make vibrant colors pop. Zell, right? They do. But I like white backgrounds too, but I'm in what am I doing now? I'm not boycotting white, but I'm not it's not making me happy still. Let's just go there. We're still not happy with it. Not I'm sorry, Cloud Dancer, where it's not white. I put that out there wrong. Please forgive me. But anyways, I'm not finna get on the color thing. We're talking about boundaries, which is another thing. Like, these healthy boundaries, right? A healthy boundary says, this is what I can give, and this is where I'm going to stop, and no, I'm not going to receive this anymore. It balances the compassion that I have in my heart for the people that I do choose to give my time to. The other people, they have grieved me. I've grieved them. I'm gone. I'm tired. I'm done. I'm overwhelmed. I'm unavailable. Okay? And that's just where it is. Now, for you, I want y'all to think about that. I want y'all to think about that. I want y'all to think about that. Think about these boundaries. Think about it. And ask yourself, if I say no, this is a good one right here. When I came up with this one, I was just like, girl, you on a roll this morning. You need to go to the beach more often. If I give you a cookie, like you asked me for a cookie. Let's say you asked me for a cookie. No, let's just say you asked me for some paint. I got watercolor, I got acrylic, I got all the things. And then I'm over here like, I really don't want to give it to him. But you manipulate me to say yes. But I didn't give it to you in love. I'm just like, fine, I'm gonna give Eddie the paint just because. Okay, I don't want to lose him as a friend, so I'm gonna give him the paint. But it wasn't given in love. Wouldn't you rather receive something in love than to just have somebody just give you their time just because you've manipulated them into it, or you've made them feel bad, or because you know that they always say yes, and they do it out of the frustration. You know they're trying to set these healthy boundaries, but you need them in your life so that they can feel needed. That's not love. And no, we do not want to do it that way. So this is why I'm saying we're going into 2026 hot. We setting down. We setting down. No, we done reset. We reset. We reset in November. Now we're going with these boundaries, because now that you've done the reset in your life, and now that you've cleaned out and done all the things, and boundaries is also in your art too. We're not necessarily just talking about people. You got to have boundaries for yourself. Somebody said you need to set a time limit for boundary for, or when you're gonna do your art, so I'll know when to call and when not to call. I say if do not disturb come on, that mean don't call. That mean don't bother me. There's the boundary. Anything else? You ask me, do I want to go somewhere? And if I say no, don't keep asking me. Because when you keep asking me, I'm probably gonna cuss you out, and then we're gonna have problems because you're gonna feel like I did you wrong, or I said something wrong. But I've already given you. 2025 was the year of no. No, I don't want to. No, I don't feel like it. No, I don't think that's going to serve me. No, I want to stay home. I told Dr. Vicky, you're the pretty much the only thing I said yes to this year. I left, drove, sat, because I said yes. Because why? It was going to be reciprocity. It wasn't going to be a one-sided thing. It was going to be, I was going to be poured into, I was going to pour into, so we were going to fellowship, we were going to eat, it was all going to be good, right? But if you get in a relationship and you're just, all you feel like you're just pouring, 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 and nobody's pouring back into you, I mean, you need to check the relationship. That's all I'm saying. Even if it's you in your art, because you could be handcuffing yourself. You could be holding the greatest gift that you could give us inside there, and you won't let it go. And sometimes you just have to just say, fine. I'll take a deep breath and I'll just let it go and I'll just do it. Sometimes you have to do that. P always says the phone is for her convenience and not others. Absolutely. And if I choose to answer it, I answer it. If I don't think I don't love you, right? So, but some people, they don't get it. They don't get it. This is why I used to tell, like, when I used to end the live, I would end with, you can't pour from an empty cup. That still serves. It still serves. Yes, you pour from. Oh, yes, you pour from the overflow. See, we got it. Look, Bridget understands. She feel me. She feel me. Oh Lord, what is this glue doing? Oh, I was pulling it, unscrewing it wrong. User error. See, user error. But healthy boundaries is constant, and they're not. You usually don't have to worry about them being reactive. It reminds you. It's just a guideline for you, because remember, these boundaries are not for the other person. The other person is only going to know that you put up boundaries when they start having their own temper tantrum, and when they start kind of working out of frustration when it comes to you, right? So it's a guideline, and it holds you accountable, not the other person. So that's how that works. But it works. It works. So going into leaving the month of December, like I said, we're live every day until December the 17th, and whenever else, because if I feel like I need to pop back up, and I'm just keeping it on my forefront, that my heart, tends to sometimes hurt thinking about that my December babies are gone. Hey Lisa, how are you? How's the weather in North Carolina? Is it cold? Oh, and Bridget, did y'all get snow yet? Y'all, we might have puppies on the ranch soon, because the mating season has been very successful. So we'll pray for mom and mom. I'll keep y'all updated. But that's where I'm going for 2026. We're starting in January. And we're going to be talking about, boundaries and boundaries that matter and what healthy boundaries look like and what healthy boundaries kind of don't look like. I think we know what they don't look like. If you feel like you're kind of on that precipice of, oh my God, is she talking to me? Then just, kind of tune in. I'm going to put the thumbnails. I got all the things done pretty much. Y'all know thumbnails matter, so I got to put some thumbnails up that don't make people feel like they're going to be beat across the head. I want it to be joyful, and I want it to be kind of like, oh man, that just touched me. Oh man, I had that happen. It's not for me to just browbeat you. But y'all know I talk about places where I've been in my own life, and I can only speak from the places where I've been to tell you about my lived experience and how that works for me and how it doesn't. And I've learned that a healthy boundary protects my peace. Healthy boundaries don't have people coming in my house saying any old thing or coming out their mouth left. It makes me hold them accountable for the words that they say, right? So it's just like, I'm gonna give y'all a good example, and it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. No snow, but we had a frost. Oh, it's 65 today. Oh, that's good, because y'all warmer than me. I'm at 54. Has anyone read Boundaries by Henry McLeod? Is that his last name, McLeod? But yes, Boundaries, that's a good book. That's a real good book. You know what? As a matter of fact, check him out. I do remember years, maybe a year or two ago, I saw him with Joyce Myers, and he did something, and he was talking about the book and basically talking about boundaries. And then I wasn't receptive to boundaries because I didn't feel like I, for one, I didn't feel like I needed boundaries, and for two, I didn't feel like anybody needed boundaries from me. So this is why I'm saying, if going into 2026 and you've been in 2025 trying to figure out some stuff and you still don't have your peace and you still feel you're going into 2026 drained and, oh, commercials are on. Oh, thank you, Mariah. Jesus, I did not turn those off. Yep. I like that. She said commercials are on. That's cute. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Hold on. Maybe what that tells me, does most of y'all have Prime? Because ain't nobody said nothing about them ads. Because just in case y'all didn't know, over here we is what? Monetized, and we can do that. But doing lives, because you're here, I want you to not have to be interrupted with lives. Now, Team Replay, I do apologize, but you're going to have lives. All right, where we are. Let's go over here, get that, get this. All right, let's get that. Boom. All right, pull that up. Ooh, thumbs up myself. Ooh, didn't even thumbs up myself. See, y'all don't forget the thumbs up. Do the thumbs up. All that YouTubey business, as Mariah says. I like that. Where are we? Well, golly gee. Oh Lord, why does this show up differently? Oh, maybe that's it. Nope, we don't want to do that. Nope, we don't want to do that. Why does this look different? YouTube done something different. Usually I do it on my I do it on my thing. Well, let me go over there. See, boundaries. This is a healthy boundary that I have set up. I have boundaries that make it where you guys don't have to be impacted all the time. All right, let's go over here to the studio. Pull that studio up. Oh, Lord, that's not what I want. Just give me what I want, please and thank you. Y'all get to see it live and in color as I go through this thing. All right, there we go. Thank you. All right. And I have another question. I did a shop, but I don't know. It said, do y'all see shopping down there? I don't know. There we go. Save. Okay, cool. All right, cool. The commercial should end now. I get the ads, but I try to be aware of the different ways people's monies, their channels. It just nope. Zell, you're here on live. You don't have to worry about that. That's the. How can I say? That's my thank you for being here, and you're part of that. We've become monetized, Team Replay, and all the things. So, yeah, that's how it is. But I mean, will it buy some art supplies? Yeah, one eventually it will. However, when you're sitting here in your live, I want it to not be impacted as much. So thank you for my Mariah for that gentle reminder. Y'all, I'm gonna put these on, but I can't wait till tomorrow, or I can't wait later. We're gonna have to pull that long. I made a record of the most stencils on the gel plate yesterday. Ooh, I was so proud of myself. Ooh, I was so proud of myself. The boundaries that I've set in my life bring me nothing but pure joy. Okay. When I look back at the things that I've accomplished since my son's death, I smile. I look at the things that I have said no to because I didn't feel like it was what I needed to do. I didn't feel like I've turned down some speaking associations because I didn't want to be associated with that platform. I just I set these boundaries and therefore it made it better, gooder for my life. John Townsend co-authored. They have a series of books. Do they? Yeah, that's where I was reading that. That's what we were talking about. I was, and so to have come another level on a journey that started simply by me asking God, how am I going to get my joy back? And Him leading me into, when COVID happened, all that journey. And now to really sit and bask in everything that brings me joy, it makes my heart happy. And so I'm telling you that sometimes you have to make these boundaries so that you can smile, so that you can have peace, so that your life can be better. That's it. It's not for everybody. And we're not here to entertain everybody. God is the one who takes care of all of us. It is not our job to take care of everybody. We're not assigned to everybody, right? Hey, Paula K, how was work today? How are you feeling? How's your heart doing, Paula K? I know you're excited for the upcoming. I'm gonna be off from work, but now that you're still not off, but how are you feeling? I have, and everybody knows I have my prayer book. And so I literally pray for each of you. Like if I don't know if you're here, I'll tell, my prayer is, Lord, those that were in the chat, cover and keep them. Give them what they need. And those that were on the live but didn't say anything in the chat, give them what they need. Because why? I can only come on here, create, have fun from my lane and hopefully say something that will make you feel better, right? But I've learned also that I'm not for everybody. And I've accepted that, which is one of those boundaries. I had to accept that I'm not for everybody. Bridget, you got me. I got to go find that book because I have that book. I do have that book. It's a red and a white book. I am going to have to find it. Listen, let me see. But I want y'all so I want you to put it on your, what do we call that, playlist, or your, things to view or whatever, and check it out. It was Joyce Meyer's podcast, and he was on there, and he was talking about boundaries. And I know it was probably last year because I get Joyce Meyer in the podcast, and I listen sometimes. Sometimes I don't listen to maybe 3-4 months down the line, but I found it that I was right on track with the boundary thing. Because here's the other thing: if you don't put boundaries around yourself and have the "I'm not doing this" or "I'm not doing that" in a loving, kind way, right? Then people will use the hell out of you. You will not. You wouldn't even know what no is. And no, remember, no is a complete sentence, right? So you would have to, you'll just be around here flipping, flopping, and you'll be tired and just be like, oh my God, I'm not getting anything out of this. Like Paula K is feeling burnout now, right? But at least it's her job. So at least she's getting something back. She's getting a paycheck. But and then she's got something to look forward to. That's a little different. But when you get in a situation and it's like that friend calls you and you say, hey, you want to go to the movies? And then you say, yeah, let's go to the movies. And then they'd be like, well, what you want to see? And then you say, well, let's go see this. And they'd be like, well, no, what about this? And then you say, well, okay, you're giving in because you want to hang out with your friend, but you don't want to go see that. Like, you want to go see something that's gonna make you happy. Like me and Mr. McCoy, we already know. He know not to ask me to sit down and look at a shoot 'em up, bang 'em up movie. I don't want to look at that. And I used to. I don't want to look at it anymore. I mean, my son was murdered by gun violence. I just can't stand it. Watching people dying and things, and then that makes me think about, oh my God, whew, what was how was he feeling? All that. So I go down that rabbit hole. So I don't want to do it. So I look at all romantic comedies, things that are going to make my heart happy. Here lately, I've been looking at Darcy, Eddie, Carrie. I done Mariah at PM Artist Studio. I think I'm caught up on some things. I was looking at all the videos, just like, I'm not finna comment on all these videos. Some of these videos is 5 and 6 years old. It's like, oh, I just, those are the things that make me happy. So that's what I'm saying. Put the boundaries around your heart. My mentor always says that don't waste your heartbeats. Ooh, I'm going in with another level on that. No, we're not going to do that. I don't want that. I wasn't paying no attention. See, I put glue on it now. I got to put it on something. Let's see. Well, oh, this might be pretty. If I need, oh, you got two? Because I feel like I got one. I just got to go in the library and find it. Because I feel like I got it when it first came out. I feel like somebody gifted it to me, was hinting. Or either my counselor gave it to me because you know how the church get books. I'm not sure how I got it, but I do remember the book. And I need to look in it to see if I even opened it up and read it. Because remember, I told y'all at the time I didn't feel like I was needing all the things. So, oh, that's very much so beautiful. Look how it pops out. We've got how that green pulled that green out. Yes, she said that. Don't waste your heartbeats, baby. We don't waste our heartbeats and we don't waste our tears. I'm not crying over something that I can't control. We don't cry over spilled milk. The milk is spilled, let the kitty cat lick it up and be done with it. But just go on with it, okay? Don't worry about it. We got two more. These are so pretty. Two more, and I'm excited because I get to show y'all. We get to pull. We get to pull. Let's see which better use of paper. And last night I tried, well, this morning, I tried to cut that paper, pull that paper out of that pack, Mariah. I could not. I still could not. I think I'm gonna have to close my eyes and do it, or either I'm gonna have to tell Mr. McCoy to do it. It wouldn't matter to him. He'd probably be able to rip it out with no problem. But I cannot pull it out. Them papers are just too pretty. It's just a collection of beautiful papers. Ooh, I feel like that needs to stay like that. Let's leave that like that and get a Posca pen and maybe do something fancy over there. Isn't that right? Meow. Look. So, still tired. I printed a Christmas calendar. Oh, and stuck it up. Nice. The 19th is circled in red. Yes. And that's next Friday. Yeah, the 19th is next Friday because the kids' birthdays is on a Wednesday, which is the 17th. Yes. And I'm looking forward to it. So I don't know if I'm going to do something. I don't know. So I'm not going to even put it out there, and then y'all be looking forward to it and be like, "Well, Karen, I thought you were gonna." Yeah, we ain't gonna do that. I'm not going to put pressure on myself. That's a boundary. Is do not put pressure on yourself to create. Or the other thing is, don't put pressure on yourself to um, create when you don't feel like creating. I haven't, like, yesterday I felt like watercoloring, so I started the live off with watercoloring. And that was so pretty. I felt like I wish I'd have did it on paper, regular paper, because I would have wanted to um, put it in a frame and give it away as a gift. And you know, if I go back and do it again, it's not going to be the same. But I did. I was happy with it. Okay, there we go. We got those. So this was a gel pull. So I did this on a gel plate. And this one actually has 3 stencils in it. We have Pop Dot, we have Teardrops, and we have Double Vision. I feel like it's another one in there. But those are the 3. And Pop Dot's got a good bath. Good bath. I had to clean her out last night because she was all clogged up. So we cleaned out Pop Dot, and she is ready to be into whatever I do, because y'all know I'm gonna do it again. And I feel like Pop Dot and Circular Motions, those are just two gimme stencils when you're doing like, so doing more than multiple stenciling. And I feel like Pop Dot and Circular Streams, these are the ones that I have. They're like, you're gonna see them. You can see them through it all. All right, we're gonna put these over here. Hey Bridget, this is what I would have you used your cards? Remember we got these? I feel like it was 2 years ago we got these, but I've slapped them on the gel plate, put some color on them. So put a word on it, like the world needs your art, so don't stop creating. And I'm going to, oh, this is what I was going to do with this. So let's show you real quick. Where's the line? Right there, right there. Oh, very much so beautiful. And put that right there. But y'all, Mr. McCoy did his thing with those steaks and those sweet potatoes. I started to take a picture and put it out there, but I was just like, I will not tease the people with steak. I had steak, shrimp, and sweet potatoes. And he bought enough, so I'm gonna have steak tonight too. Oh, nice. So at least you use yours. I hadn't used mine. I had just been I had to move some stuff for the heater guy that came yesterday, and I was just like, oh my goodness, I have not used these. Should have been more over there, but we're not going to worry about it. It's just fine. That's fine. I just like that. I like this. Talia inspired me to get this, and this has been the best thing when you want to take this, so you can take this and put it. Oh, look, hold on, it's talking. Some things are talking. Put that on there, and then put it in a journal. Because remember, most of these some of these will be put in a basket. Some of these will get put in a basket to possibly, when I send out Happy Mail, then this is another good way to, send them out. Could be not. I mean, who knows, right? I have been eating sweet potatoes like crazy. I love sweet potatoes because they don't bother they don't spike my sugar if I eat them with food. Okay, let's see, just cause I want it. Let's see. Okay, I like that better. And there we go. So we don't know. We're gonna put them, but we are gonna paint these. We're gonna paint them all up. I'm gonna put paint on them. And then I have library cards that I guess I had in there. Look, March the 7th, 2023. Let you know how long I've had these, and they are not open. These came from, I want to say Illustrated. Yep, Illustrated Faith. Designed by Elaine. I think that's Elaine. All that, we put it on top of the desk because we're going to slap it on top of the gel plate and put some paint on it. That's it. Put some paint on it. Okay. All right, let's get to it. All right, we did that. Let's move this. And y'all know once these gel plates come and they empty, I might slap some paint on some paper because I got time. I do. All right, let's see which one it is. Ooh, look, there it is. What say? Whoop, there it is. There it is. Okay. Bridget said, you will find out who your tribe is. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And so let me piggyback on that, because when you're setting boundaries in your life, the people that are now, when you're setting boundaries in your life, you will lose people, because you will start saying no, and you will start doing what you want to do, right? And the people the boundaries that you're setting for yourself will no longer serve the other people, and so they will then not be there. And it's not your fault, it's not even their fault, it's just that you're now saying no. I don't want to do this. No, I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to go, I don't want to walk, or, it's nothing wrong with it. But you will, I know this for a fact, you will lose some people. And be okay with that, okay? You have to be okay with that. That's the only way you can move forward and be happy with who you are. And travel first class in your life. You're not meant to travel coach your whole life. You're meant to upgrade. Every year should upgrade. It should elevate higher. Like I told y'all last night, I think it was that I said when my mentor told me to say that I was gonna get 1,500,000 in my bank account. And I just couldn't even fathom 1,500,000. It was like hell, $100,000, like going in at one time. And after that, I was just like, shoot. Each year from 2023, we went from 1.5 to 1.7 to 2.5. How it happens and if it happens, it's not my business. But my brain and my mindset and my self-conscious mind, we need it to be told we are worthy of higher, right? Last night, somebody asked the question, how many stencils have you done? That's all you got to do is ask me a question. Don't threaten me with a good time now. If the question is going to lead to me showing you how, so that, oh, that's a good time for me. This was a good time. Look how Darcy is popping off, right? You see that stencil. And let me get the stencils that we use. Oh, I just popped everything over here. Oh, I think they're all together right here. Yes. Okay. So this one is Darcy. That's what you see with that. We pulled, so the last one that went on, we did Darcy, we did it in purple. And then we pulled with cadmium orange. So everything just popping out. It's just popping out. It's like, you see me, you see me, you see me, you see me. Hey, Barb, what's up? I wasn't going to interfere. I wasn't going to send you a text or anything because I know family. So I want you to not have to, if you see, you see. But I wasn't going to pull you away. Here we go. I have been dicing sweet potatoes and cooking in the air fryer. I make a dip out of Greek style yogurt with Splenda, brown sugar, and cinnamon. Ooh, that sounds yummy. Mr. McCoy has been putting them in his, he bought me, what that thing, a Ninja Foodie, a Foodie, and he uses it. By the time I do all that individual putting stuff in, I could have done put 4 pots on the stove and cut the oven on, and I'm done. I don't got time to keep doing that layering stuff, but he cooks well in it, so I'm happy about that. So the sweet potatoes are good. Okay. All right, we did Forest Floor, which is designed by Darcy, and we did. I'm going from bottom to top. Then we did Double Vision by Devin Rex for art, which is Yolande. Wait, you wasn't on there. You wasn't on there. Oh, I got them out of order. Oh, y'all wasn't on there. Then there was, yeah. Then we had circular streams because Pop Dot was unavailable. That's the only reason circular stream was on there. But circular stream did good. But Pop Dot everybody gets a dot with Pop Dot. Everybody gets a dot with circular stream, but it's bigger. They have bigger dots. Okay, this one right here, which is French Laurel by Rhonda. I had to do a thing because I wanted the negative, so we had to do a thing about that. But you can see all of French Laurel, especially around the edges. And then we put Caleb, Liquid Layers was on there. Not this way that I'm doing it, y'all. You got to do it, flip it, and do it in reverse. Flip it and do it in reverse. And the first one was Squared Up by Darcy. So it went down like this. First on the plate was this one. Second on the plate was Liquid Layers. Third on the plate was French Laurels by Rhonda. Next, fourth on the plate was Circular Streams by Brad. Then there was Double Vision by Yolande, Devin Rex. And then lastly was Forest Floor by Darcy. Now, Darcy started the party and she ended the party. Okay, let's get the pulling. Wait, how many stencils was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, I did 6. Well, hot dog. Wait, did I do it? Yep. Wait, did I do circular streams? Hold on. Do I got some dots in there? Because I might have pulled circular streams out. Because I thought it was only 5. Let's pull this out. Oh, let's crack these edges first. Some friends fell off the past few years, but I'm about 90% good with that. 90% is good. Fam knows I need my caring time. Oh, thank you, Barb. I still don't have an air fryer, and there really isn't room on my counter. There is no room on my counter. It goes under. It does not sit on the counter. Whoa, we don't want to rip anything. I'm supposed to crack the edges. I start reading the chat. Crack, 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 crack. Come on, crack, crack. We got a lot of paint around there. Crack. Gotta crack them edges. Because if you crack them edges, that paper won't rip. Okay, there we go. And I couldn't find heavier paper, so it's on some lightweight paper. Look at that. All right, it's this way. Oh my goodness. I'm going to do this again and again and again and try some more. Yes, double vision is on there. Oh, it wasn't double vision. That was a question. But look at double vision goes that way, that way. You see it. You see them. There's the laurel. You see it all through there. The lacy of it. That's what it was. That was what I really wanted to show. And so in order to show it, I had to do the negative, not the positive. So if you'd have been a negative, then it would have closed up some of them holes. But we still got, because we did a flop off. Our flop off was on what? Another gel plate. So hold on to your hats. Grab on to your britches. This is it. Last night was fun. This is the flop off. This was the gel plate. I did it on a 9x12. Of everything I did over on one plate, I flopped off over here, except for the one where I had to get, oh, look at that. We were doing it last night. Okay, here's the one. This one right here, I needed the positive. So I had to put this down, and what it came up, I flopped over, and that's what I wanted on there. But this one is yummy, because we pull with gold. Gold is our friend. And I think this one has 4 stencils. This was the one where the question got started. All right, so let me pull them all up. Let me pull them all up so we can stop looking at them like they're a Christmas present we can't open. Bridget, is you say mine is on the back porch? Are we talking about your air fryer, Bridget? And Bridget, did you get my Christmas card? Oh, look at that. Oh my God, that is pretty. It represents a lot from my life. That there is, my life is beautiful chaos. I feel like somebody needs to name a stencil that beautiful chaos. It's like mayhem represent my life when it's in mayhem. Oh, it's like all over the place, but it still comes out so beautiful. And this is beautiful chaos. Look at these stencils. See how the French laurel, it shows up. It shows up, but see, it's very, very bold. But what's the first stencil you see here? Can let me put it up in the technology. What's the first stencil you see when you look at it? What's the first thing you see other than the chaos? Like even through the chaos, the first stencil I see, I'll tell you when you tell me in the chat what you see. Okay, well, you got a card. It should be coming. Check your mailbox. That's why I be forgetting at your birthday. I don't forget, but it's like when I send a Christmas card, it's just like I don't want to do you like that and send it in the same thing and put like happy birthday, happy Merry Christmas. It's just like, no, you want to do them differently. So you see squared up. Eddie sees squared up first. What is somebody, and these are all new stencils. So if you don't know the name, tell me what color you see. and then I can tell you which one it is, because that's another thing. Using using them all last night gave me a little bit more of language, because I don't know why I couldn't keep remembering teardrops. Just don't know why. Don't know why. Stained glass. No, we don't. You see, okay, you see stained glass as a whole. I got that. But they're individual stencils. There were 5 stencils, and I think it was just 5. I don't think I used circular streams. Okay, okay, you see blue, you see squared up. So that one is squared up. Does anybody see anything else? Do you see anything else? And I see circles, but that circle's in is in Darcy's stencil. It's not circular streams. So we got blue, which is squared up. Everybody sees squared up so far. But looking down at this and then looking in the technology over there, I see liquid layers. It's everything is in the layer, is in liquid layers. Everything liquid layers has a little of this, a little of that, a little of that. When you look inside liquid layers, you see blue then pink. Okay, then you see squared up and liquid layers. So this is the liquid layers. Where is it at? You should be right on the top. There we go. Let's see if we can get it on here. Oh, wrong one. Nope. Oh, yep, there it is. There it is. There it is. So there's liquid layers. See? So now you don't see the pink. Yeah, Mariah said I was there, so not fair. That see, and that's the whole thing. I was like, you can put stencils on top of stencils, but I wanted it to be intentional of what do you see through the what's that word, orifices, through the holes, through the orifices. So that's why I changed where I put liquid layers, because liquid layers was going to go on first, and then you're going to look down through. And the other thing I had to realize is that I had to make sure that the positive and the negative, because they give off different ones. So this one, this was the negative. This is the negative print here. This is the positive print here. And when you look at this, you see squared up, but more so I actually see the green, which is blurred vision. I mean, double vision. There's double vision, double vision, double vision, double vision. And then the lace, French laurels, are around each one. You see it through the holes, through every hole. I'm just like, oh, I am amazed and so proud of you. Oh, thank you, Mariah. I was very much so proud of me. It was just like, woo, girl, just stop the madness. And then let's pull the other one up. So let's keep it going. So these will go in my book as things that I've done. I think this one, yeah, this one. Let's crack these edges. And then y'all was talking about the plate 12 by 14. I'm just like, Lord have mercy. They threatening me with a good time. I knowing I can't shop. I said I wasn't shopping, wasn't buying anything until my birthday. Not buying nothing till February. And I done told everybody to give me PM Artist Studio gift cards. And I told Mr. McCoy either buy me a camera or the 12 by 14 gel plate. Yes, I did. And then that 16, I think we might need to do a 16. I'm going to have to go over there on Froyle, and I know she got a 16 by something. Oh, can you believe it's still leaving stuff on the plate? And we don't complain about stuff being left on the plate. That means we got to add that yumminess to something else. Ooh, that's working out my muscles. I'll have to start learning how to use my right hand with gel printing, because whoop. I gotta go get stretched so he can stretch them muscles out. Look at that. Would you just look at that? You will have to text that website to me. Barb, could you put PMR Studio in the chat, please? And thank you. Look at this. Oh my God, that is so beautiful. So this one, you see how Forest Floor, Darcy, the stencil shows up on this one? That's what made me change and put Darcy on the original one, because of the way that it just fans out and you can see it. No matter what's on the plate, you can see it. And that's exactly what it did. It did. So when I do this again, I'm going to do all positives, no, all negatives. And I'm going to choose based on what the positive and the negative is going to be, because it's going to make a difference. It's going to make a difference. It really is going to make a difference. Like, oh my goodness, it is. This is just so much fun. I had so much fun. I dreamed about stenciling last night. I did. Of course, I knew I would, because I went to sleep happy, 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 happy. Oh, okay. And so on this one, the first one we put on the plate on this one was Art Nouveau, which is by Rhonda. So we were starting, and then somebody asked the question. I was just like, well, hold on now. Let's get it. Let's get her together, because this one has Art Nouveau. This one has Double Vision. This one has petals, teardrop petals, and no, that's Double Vision. Green is Double Vision. And then I ended up with Darcy with Forest Floor, so it has four stencils, which then made someone ask, how many stencils have you used? And yesterday it was 4. So I did 2 things yesterday. I did 4 and I did 5. So we ended up. So now we have to see if we can do 6. And look at that yumminess left on the plate. We don't care. It's going to come up. We do not care. I can't pull it up right now, because then I'll start gel printing. And I think I am going to gel print. What's the day? Thursday? I don't got nothing to do. Wait, I got a meeting. I'm gonna be pulling double duty. No, I should. Oh wait, no, I won't. No, I won't. Mariah and them go on at 3, and that is on Eastern. Oh no, I'll be there. I'll be just finishing up. Wait, will I? Wait, I gotta think about it. I have to see if I'm gonna be. I be wanting to be in the chat. I don't be wanting to do nothing. All right, check this out. This one is Double Vision flip flopped. So we put Double Vision down one way, and then we put it down and flipped it the other way. And this one we did Double Vision twice. Something else is on here. Hold on, let's think about it. I think Teardrops Petals is on here. The leaf there, but where's the leaf? Yeah, in green. No. Circular Streams. That's Circular Streams. Them the dots. Circular Streams. There it is. Going that way. Going that way. Circular Streams. Double Vision. Double Vision. Flip this way. And it's the negative and the positives, because this is the positive, and then Double Vision going that way is the negative. That's the good thing about the stencils. You get 2 for 1. Like, oh. And these colors, so this right here, I'm going to cut this up and do the same thing with this one that I did with this one. And this one I pull with metallic, and that one I pull. This one I pull with gold metallic too. So fun, 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 fun. Having fun. Remember, guys, it's create joy. Find what makes you happy and ride it out. Just like Martin Lawrence said back in the day, we're going to ride this out till the wheels fall off. So we're going to ride this out until, I could say we run out of paint, but I don't think we're going to run out of paint, because yeah, I'm going to do a video. I got paint to the left, paint to the right, a whole row to the left, a whole thing to the right, and then down under there, I got paint. Then I got paint back there. And I was going to say I have more acrylic paint, but I got more watercolor. So, because watercolor makes what? Me happy, me happy, me happy. Makes me sing a song for y'all. Okay, I'm going to have to get to the place of where I think it might be the color. It might be the color, and I feel like I want to play with this stencil a lot more, because when I ordered it, I was like, oh, that's gonna be pretty. And I think I like right now. I know I like the negative, um, but I want to love this stencil. And then we put Darcy on here so you can see forest floor right there going up. And there was something up under there, but I ran over it with that white, so it took over it. So you can't see it. Remember what you put on the plate? The first thing you put on the plate is what you're going to get, what you're going to see, what you're going to pull, and that's the first thing you're going to see. So it's something under there, but I don't know what it is. I would have to go back to the replay for last night. Wow, this would make a beautiful fabric design. How could we make that happen? Because I'm learning we can do all these things. I just don't know how to do it. Like I told y'all, until now that I have my flowers on my on tumblers and on journals, I didn't see it because I didn't know how to do it. My daughter's like, hey, I can put it on there. Just, send me the designs, send me the flowers, scan the flowers. Okay, scanned them. Baby, when she came with those tumblers in that big old box, I was like, oh my God. Oh my goodness. Beautiful. So, and then she put it on a journal. It's just like, oh my goodness. Because for those like my this is my manifestation cup for 2025. So we're going to do the same thing for 2026. Whatever I didn't do in 2025, it's going to remain for 2026. Now we're going to put a Highland Cow on here for 2026. But Art Joy, we did all the things. Slap and paint on paper with Karen McCoy. That's the YouTube. We got monetized. We got some wealth this year. We went on some trips. I didn't build a dream house, but it's still there. It's not necessarily needed right now. I'm cool, but it's still there. So we're gonna get the horses. When is not, it's not our problem. Tell your brain, like Mariah wants the trophy. We're gonna get her the trophy. She's gonna get the trophy because she's put it out there. She's manifested it. She's told the universe, and y'all know the universe is a book. It's a big old book that nobody chooses to read. Some people read the book. Some people open up. Some people go to college and then they get their degree and then they close their mind. It's called ever learning. Always learn something every day. We're learning whether we acknowledge it or not. Okay, but this stencil is it's gonna be fun. I know it is. I just feel it. I just feel it. I really do. Wallpaper. I could see wallpaper. Have to head into a meeting. We'll rejoin if you're still on when it's through. Okay, Paula Kate. Look, if I'm not on, then we'll be rolling over to PM Artist Studio because I see it's already 1 o'clock. Okay, so let's do a last night a mega pull in review, and then we ended up with 5 stencils. 5. That's a lot. It was a lot of drawing, but it didn't take as much time as I thought it was going to take. So if you did not get to see how this came into, check out that video from last night. Last night's video was so much fun. They threatened me with a good time. And I just let them know, okay, let's do it. And that's what we did. That's exactly what we did. All right, let's move this. Let's move this. Let's move this. Because I told y'all when them plates got empty, I was going to decide if I want to slap some paint on some paper. And I do. And do. We surely do. But I'm going to start out with this plate. Because remember I told y'all I got this plate before reading is fundamental. Look. Oh, we're going to do a Vegas trip. And, Barb, we're going to do a Vegas trip. And we're going to do a Texas trip. We're going to hang out. We're going to hang out. I'm going to look into some things. And we're going to do some things. Oh, and look, that pop dot. I'm braring off on this. So this is going to be the brayer off over here. We brayered off on this last night. It got ripped, but it's going on a canvas, so it really doesn't matter. So we're going to flip it over. And this is just regular exam paper. Look, as I say exam paper, Bridget's supposed to be getting some exam paper. And I look over there at that box. Not that box, that tube. I had to get a tube from the post office. And then one said, oh, send it off when I get back. Because I've been gone. But we're going to pop it in there. I think it'll fit. Because we're going to send Bridget some exam paper. Because I got a box. I got a whole box. A whole box. I think it's a box of 20. I think it's 20. 20, well, I've used 2 or 3. So, everybody, the exam paper is very, very, very good. But I told Bridget, don't buy it. I'll get it. I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you. And I can hear her saying, oh, buddy, don't rush. I'll get it when I get it. All right. I don't keep these things, but I'm going to have to borrow a plate because all of my other things are on a plate. So, oh, that tells me I need to be prepared. Look, I need to be prepared for my 12 by 14 for when I get it. So that means I definitely got to get that. Oh, that's too wide. That's not wide enough. Does gel plates stretch? Do they stretch? All you gel printing experts, do the gel plates stretch? See, you fit on there perfectly. I thought you were the same size. No problem though. I'll take this one off. See? I know, but still, gotta move it out. Because if you like it, then if you like it and use it, because you can use it for a number of things, but I'm having fun using it with my gel printing, which is the clean side. They do stretch. Okay, thank you. So does a gel plate ever get to the place where you just gotta throw it away? I mean, I know because I throw one away. It just wasn't bringing me joy. Ooh, we're gonna use this. We're gonna stamp on this and use that. That's gonna be fun. I hate the bubbles. It's a little sticky too. That's sticky. But this one is a speedball. And I got speedball ink. What are they looking at? Hold on, guys. Oh, they backing up. That's what I say. Why is a U-Haul coming here? I ain't got nobody moving in. Oh, unless it's what they call it, not unless it's Amazon or UPS. Oh, it's the UPS man. He's in Lord have mercy, only in Alabama. His truck must have broke down. He is in a U-Haul truck delivering packages. Now, what am I getting today? That must not be for me. Mr. McCoy must have done ordered something because I got all my goodies last week. I did. Okay. Now, question real quick. How does this UPO paper measure up with this speedball? Because this is speedball ink. And y'all remember I got the speedball. I'm going to use this because I couldn't take it back. So I was going to use it. But I got the right stuff to use it with. I'm being nosy, y'all, trying to see what he's doing. But the UPO paper and speedball. Okay. Heat and not conditioning them will cause. Oh, I know not to put no heat on it. And I condition like. I think so. Mariah, check this out. Here's the thing with that one plate that I threw in the trash. That thing was every piece of paper, nothing. It wasn't even. It wouldn't even do a quick pull, like just put it down, pull it up. I was just done with it. It had me so frustrated. I was done. So what I wanted to, I conditioned it. I did all the things. I was like, well, maybe that's what it is, because it was my oldest gel plate. It was over like 5 years old. It's the one I had, but I hadn't used it a lot. But then when y'all were talking about the heat, that made me think about it too. Now, the other thing I'm curious about, it said don't use acrylic paints, even if it's liquid fluid acrylic. It say don't use acrylic, so acrylic mean don't use it. That ink will not dry on the plate or Yuppo. Oh, it won't. Wait, that ink will not dry on the plate or the Yuppo. So it don't make no sense to use this with this. That's what you're saying? Yeah, Eddie, that's exactly what it is. He got that yeah, in the back of it. It's so interesting looking at him in the back. I have seen all the other trucks, but I ain't never seen the U-Haul. So if it won't dry, then that might be fine. Hey, let's do it. Y'all know me. It's just paint. It's just paint. It's just paint. He got a lot of stuff he doing right there. What is he doing? Hmm. You will have to clean the ink off any non-paper. Oh, but it's not. So you're saying is it gonna mess up? It's not gonna mess up my Yupo. That's my thing. It's not gonna mess up my stencil, right? Because I got some other stencils. When you gotta use this, look. As a matter of fact, let me play with this with something else. I don't want to use my good stencils. We can play around with something else. Child, I'm trying to told you. I ain't got time to be messing up my stencils now. It just won't dry, so it will get everywhere. Oh Lord. I don't want no mess. You might be finna. Let me try it. Let's try it. Let's try it. I can say so. I have to try it. It's like mayonnaise. Wipe it. Okay, let me get the wet wipes. It's like mayo. I know I don't like mayo because I tried mayo. Mayonnaise. I don't like mayonnaise. I don't like it. No way, shape, form, fashion. Period. I don't know, Mariah. I ain't gonna put. I'm gonna use. We gonna use. We gonna. She said. Oh, you say it's all good. Okay. All right. I just don't want to mess up my stencil. I do not. Because we don't want to mess up Rhonda. Okay, we're going to do that. And then I'm going to... Oh, it's so thick. I thought it was going to be loosey-goosey. All right, let's get the sprayer. I'm still trying to see how many packages Buddy finna get out this here car. What is he throwing? He's not the usual guy either. This is sticky. This is very sticky. And my stencil's not staying down. I don't have this problem with the other stuff. So you know if stuff make me aggravated and it don't bring me joy and it makes me frustrated to do it, I don't want to do it. All right, there we go. We're staying down. It's going to be pretty if it continues to perform. But it is very, very sticky. Kind of reminds me of that Luca paint. Let's get into all of the holes. Okay, let's peekaboo. I don't like that. Why does it look like that? I don't like it. I don't like it. Hey, Judah. Hey, Julie Parker. I don't remember Robin Clinton using it with stencils. I think she did backgrounds. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't looked at that. We're over here in the studio hanging out doing we're experimenting. That's what we do. We're experimenting. All right, let's use this red. Just roll it. I don't like the consistency and all the things. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm not liking it. I'm not having fun. I'm not enjoying it. That's all I'm gonna say about that right now. All right, let's put this. cross here and roll it out. Maybe it'll make it better. Okay, I like that. Ooh, I'll pull up. Just get up. All right, I like that. There we go. I like that. Um, yes, ink does perform differently, but it still should bring you some kind of resemblance of joy. It shouldn't be, because I'm not thinking that it's going to give me the same thing that, you know, what I've done, what I can do with acrylics, but I just don't like that. Just wonky. And then I guess I was ready for it to be sliding all over the place. But that's pretty. So I guess I'll. Hey, we learning things. We learning things. And plus, I had this plate that I had not used, and it was already in my studio. So now that lets me know I maybe can just go and clean it up and bless somebody with it. Because what that tells me is I won't be using it. Because why? It doesn't bring me joy. I'm setting a boundary. The ink is designed to dry when it touches paper. Yeah, so I got all that. So I got what you're saying. I got what you're saying. Because all my other inks and all the other stuff, it is. I just wanted to see because we had this plate. So now I can say I used it. It's a brand new plate. Now am I going forward with this? No, no. I'll just use this over on the plate when I'm doing mixed media. That's where it'll serve its purpose. That's where the now it might eventually dry, but it will. Oh, I don't want it to dry. It ain't got to dry. Hold on, we're gonna find some paper. You know, we're gonna slap some. What we do? What we do over here in the studio? We slap paint on paper. So what that tells me, because before I have never used it, the speedball. I've never used the speedball, and that which is why when I bought the plate, I didn't know the. Y'all know, y'all saw me go through that whole thing right here live. There's a video on it. That paper being stuck and that paper never coming off. Now I like this. Now I do like that. That's fun. But you will never know if you like it if you don't use it or do it. That's my point. That's fun. Okay, so and black and red was the only color that they had. So check this out. This is what we're gonna do because we can do some things. We can do some things. It don't have to all be just kind of. Look at there. Look at there. Just look at that. Would you just look at there? So it's not a total waste. So we can still use it, and I'll give it time to see. Look at there. That can become something Christmas. Not here. I'm done with Christmas. Did you not get the memo? I'm done with Christmas. I'm done with Christmas. I was done at Christmas in November. Oh, I like that. So let's do, because it's drying up. Let's do this. It is drying up. Oh, that guy already got something on it. Let's put this one right here. Now, Valentine's might work, Mariah. You're right about that. That might work. But Christmas, I'm done. Wrap me, put a bow on me. Put me under the tree. Let's see if we might can get some more on there. I'm gonna take that blue though, and I'm gonna try the image transfer. Put it this way, it'll be for my birthday. I tend to not do all of some of the things. I like the colors, like Valentine's represent that red. Oh, that's very much so beautiful. Look at that. Okay, let's put you over there. I'll put you over there so y'all can go on and finish drying. And now I wish I had some black to kind of put on there. Pull that up. Yeah, so and then slap that right there. Hey, Darcy. Happy Thursday. What time is? Oh, we got time. We want to make sure we want to make sure we done and cleaned up because I'll be gel printing probably. I don't know. I never know until PMR Studio get on. If the chat get hot, I can't chat and gel print. So yes, image transfer. Yes, I believe it'll work. I believe image transfer will work. If it's on the gel plate, I believe it'll work with anything. You just gotta lightly know how to do what you do. Do. Don't threaten me with a good time though. I'll keep trying to tell y'all. It's okay. It's okay. Boom. But all of this is coming off. I can say, you know what I can say? I've used this plate. That's what I can say. Because before I couldn't say that because it was used. It wasn't used. But you know what we're going to do with it? We're going to take it and we're going to, because we got something good off of it. We did something. Let's slap that over there and see what else we get. Darcy, what you got? What you got, girl? I started looking at your video while I was in a meeting. I had to stop. I needed to be present. Let me tell y'all something. If you got to go to a meeting, don't look at these people creating because it makes you want to create and then it makes you not want to pay attention to what you're supposed to be adulting and doing. We're going to leave that there and let all that dry. And then we'll come back with some acrylic paint and roll brayer over it with some gold. There you go. Because, again, this stencil is the bomb. And I want to use the stencil. And since I can't do all the things with this plate, let's see, is that enough? It is dried. But it gave me a good little bit. That's good. So we're going to put this over here because we're going to brayer off on it. And we're going to brayer off on that one. And I don't like the consistency. I mean, would I use it again? I probably would. But I use the plate. Now I'm going to pull this up and slap this back in that. What did I do with it? Oh, right here. And put my 9x12 back on here. Not that I don't like you. I just don't love you. So you go back in here. And we'll see you later. We'll pull you out later, okay? We'll play later. So you got to talk to your suppliers. Don't make them feel neglected. It's just, if it doesn't bring me pure, peaceful joy, I can decide. Remember, we're talking about boundaries. And boundaries that matter. All right, let's put you back over here. Now, where were you? Right there. There we go. All right. Oh, hold on. Let me cut this heater off. The temperature going up. Oh, it's a little warm. That's a little hot. Let's put you on off. So I got some water so I can cool down. That just made me a little excited. I made Monday's videos but ran out of energy, so I'm having apple slices drizzled with caramel and resting. Ooh, wow. That sounds fun. Well, I'm happy you're resting here with me. So if y'all haven't, if anybody that's on here, Bridget, you need to go and subscribe to Darcy's channel so that you can have fun, because Darcy does a lot of the stuff that you do in your journals and things. Karen, did you see the wedding photos? Oh, you know what? I saw them last night. I did not respond because I was trying not to be on the scroll committee. I took a picture, posted a picture, and then I saw I had a message. So yes, I saw it, and that's beautiful. When was that? When did you get married? I like the train, the base of it. So is that dress still in one piece, or have you like cut it up or something? I mean, I know you still got the man, but like, some people cut them up and get the lace and like that train, the base of it. I was like, oh, that's pretty. Okay. Oh, not come over. Move that over a little bit. There we go. I don't want y'all to see my pants. Try to move it over a little bit. Because we're not dressed for outside. We just dressed for studio. What P say? We everybody got time to put on no clothes. We ain't got time. We don't. All right. I'm going to use violet gray because it kind of fits into the combo scheme, and I ain't got to work hard to get it. All right. See this right here? Let's talk about this right here. So I'm going to do this because I already know I want what I want, and I already know that I need a plate to flop off on. Right? Because why? I love the flop off. Oh, Darcy, hold on. Let me show you something so you ain't got to wait. Hold on. Because we did our pull. Look at, there it is. Is that not very much so beautiful? 5 stencils. You showed up and showed out. It was a good foundation. I liked it so much. It did really good. So, but I still have my wedding dress. It's got a lot of lace on it. It was like my wedding theme was a Cinderella theme. Dreams do come true. So you know it's got some lace on it, and Lord knows I want to cut it up, but I can't cut it up. It's a Vera Wang. We know cutting that up. I don't care how bad the lace. I won't be cutting that up. But it's got some beautiful lace on it, though. Beautiful lace. All right, we're going to flop this off over there. And I got to keep in mind that don't do it all because I don't want to lose some because this is an 8x10 and this is 9x12, so keep it inside the boundaries. And this is interesting. It's mixing with the red that was on there, which is no problem. No problem. We don't mind. I hope not. Peekaboo. See, that is just so much better. The peekaboo is so much better there. No worries. No worries. Just do what makes you happy. Hey, Ellen. Happy Thursday, Ellen. I'm happy you could join me here as we continue celebrating the month of December for my December babies. Keeping my heart happy. There we go. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. I feel like I need to ask Rhonda. Rhonda, what were you doing to think about this stencil? Because this stencil is just freaking fabulous. Fabulous. I feel like I missed something. Okay, hold on. Karen, okay, I did that 19 years ago. Yep, October. I cut my dress up in 2020 when I couldn't shop as much. I still have some of the lace. I still have it. I got the dry, clean it, and place it in a box. Oh, you got it in one of those special boxes. Now, I might need to get it and put it in a box because I am not going to cut it up. And I don't know, maybe one of my, I don't know, somebody might wear it. I don't know, but I'm the only one that likes those Cinderella balls, those Cinderella dresses. My girls don't like it. They don't like Cinderella. They like the slick. Look at that. Is that not beautiful? And it does look like I could see wallpaper. And gold is going on that already. I already know gold is going on that. But see, when you have this one, when you do the negative, you got all that space, all those open spaces. And I just feel like it just needs to be, I don't know. Like I could take this and print this out and cut it up and put it in my journal because I can journal in the holes. It's just so pretty. It's just so pretty. So we're going to let this dry because y'all know we're going to let this one dry because it's pretty. We're going to pull it with gold. And we are. And this one, what's over here? What's right at my hand? Not a lot. Not a lot. It's just paint, but we don't want to use it all up. Just paint. So what's everybody have up for today? I know Mariah's probably getting ready for the live, getting orders together. How's Izzy doing? Bridget, what do you got going on today? Are you going bowling? Wait, it's Thursday. You don't bowl on Thursday, do you? Y'all, Bridget's a bowler. go. Got that off there. Let's get some paper. Get the paper down. Get the paper down. Orders are caught up for the most part. Good deal. Good deal. I like it, but didn't give me what I wanted. But I like it. It's okay. It's just not pop. You know, you want it to pop. Yeah. My daughter had to get a tutor from my granddaughter. And she was here with me. She likes doing the thing, but she likes being confirmed that she's doing it right for whatever reason. And it's hard for me because I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. And I just kept saying that. I was just like, I don't get it. And then I realized I had my older daughter who was good at math. She was good at, like, she never had homework. It's like she would sit up. She's one of those people that had I feel like she had a photographic memory. She excelled in math. She excelled in everything. She graduated a year early. Um, so the rest of the kids coming behind, if they had problems, especially in math, she would usually help them. So that's why when my daughter was talking about it, it's like, I don't get it. And I don't get today's math, period. I don't get the school has taken phonics out. Like, I don't get a lot of stuff. So I don't feel like I'm a good person to talk to about it. If that makes sense. If that makes sense. Okay, we still got some yumminess on the plate for this. And it came from, I don't know, it came off of that, but we're not worrying about it. We just gonna put something down so we can take it off. That's all we're gonna do. And because I have not played around with Mayhem in a while, because I had to give Mayhem a break. Like I did. I did. I really did. And so we're gonna pop up, we're gonna pull Mayhem out. I just must have popped everything over there. What is this? Well, where are you? You hiding? Oh, look. Maybe put that on there. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's do that. And then that way that'll pull up in there. That'll work. That'll work. That'll work. That'll work. Boom. They use all sorts of different ways to get there. Yeah, they do. Oh yeah, we have to Google lots of things. See, and that's the thing. That's the thing now. They got all the things that you can use, and I'm just like, oh, Lord, have mercy. Magenta, magenta. Which is why I know I couldn't teach now. The kids, I was talking. One of my solo sisters was talking on the. We were hanging out. And she's a teacher. She's a professor at a school, at a university in Maryland, and she was saying how the kids use the AI, the Chat GPT, to write papers. And I was like, wait, but can't you tell? She's like, yeah, that's why I don't understand why they're not smart enough to know that. I was like, oh my God. That's just like, which is why I try not, I don't be wanting to use it because I was like, I know how to use my brain. I don't need that. All right, I'm not going to pull, wait, yes I am. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold up, wait a minute. Let me put this on something else. Let's see, hopefully we'll get it right where I want it. But if not, oh, I already see it was off. But no worries, we just want to kiss it just a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look how that sits in there. So I kind of was perfect spot on with it. Could have did a little bit more so you can see it, but it answered my question. How would that look with squared up? Answered the question. So this is how it all usually starts with me, guys. It's like, what can I do with this? If I put this color here, if I put this color there, how's that going to turn out? So then if I come back here and do this and do that, how would that work? And then it's like, stay away from your favorite colors because you want to do some different. You want to do something different. I need to go shower, presentable, partial dry, delay. Okie dokie. See you later, Julie Parker. I'm quite sure I'll see you over at PM Artist Studio in the chat, because that's where we going next after this party is over here, because we are having a birthday party every single day all the way to December the 17th. Because why? And then we also, because Bridget's birthday is tomorrow, my mentor's birthday is the 23rd, so that's why I say ain't no telling what I do. Wait, hold on, I want to do something else because that was pretty. It's blue. Do I got some more background papers? Oh, let's put it in here. Let's see how this works. She said it'll be a bit awkward. It might be just a tad bit. Oh, I like that. I like that. I like that. All right, so we got something on there. Did we put paint down? Did we put paint down? Did we put paint down? Yes. All right. Do, 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 do. Let's summons Amy K. Ooh, that should be enough paint. With this green. She usually pops up. Would have been my dad's 75th today. Oh, happy birthday. Happy heavenly birthday. Wow. You know what, Mariah? Got something else in common. My dad's birthday is in December. It would have been in December as well. So my kid's birthday is December the 17th, and my dad's birthday would have been December the 18th. So happily we're partying for our dads and for my kids. We're just getting it. It's just getting it on. Just like let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see how this will go up. This might work and it might not, but who cares? I like the lotus flower. And my dad's been going now for 25 years. Okay, remember I said it might have been too dark? So it was too dark. Could have put it on there. But look what it did. It transferred the flowers on there because this was still kind of wet. But look at that. We're going to let that be. We're going to be happy with that. We're not going to worry about it. And then we're going to come back. We're going to lighten it up. I'm almost out of this. I don't know why I didn't get no more. Why I didn't get two, because knowing I was going to use the heck out of it. And use too much too sometimes. Because that's a lot of paint. Ooh, you gotta learn about your scroll. Hold on, let's put this paint somewhere else. Some good spots. Let's roll this over this. Just a little bit there. We're gonna put paint everywhere. Let's roll over this. And let's get some more off of there. There we go. Ooh, ooh, there we go. Ooh, ooh. It's a little bit more manageable. There we go. There we go. Who text messaging me? Oh, nobody. Cool. Do, 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 do. Oh, got the happy song. Get the happy song. make your heart happy. I got all this ink on here. I'm trying to find paper. Oh, kind of roll some off on there. There we go. Boom. Boom. All right, we good. We good. We good. All right, let's put you over here to dry. Brayer off and find a piece of paper that we're going to flop off. I mean, whatever that name is. Boom. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, so I can see taking this now and putting it literally painting it. So we still got stuff down here. So we don't put how much paint on there. Oh, it'll come up, come up, come up, come up. Very gingerly, very gingerly. There you go. Thank you. All right, and let's flop you over here. And this is Lotus by Darcy, not Darcy. Becky. So all the stencils I'm using come from PM Artist Studio. I like that. So let's let this dry. And then we're going to come back in. You'll see. You'll see. I like this one. I like playing with Lotus. Lotus is very beautiful. I can see taking this, after this dry, and taking my gouache and really painting this in. And just letting it pop off because we got green. See how we got some of the other stencil that's even in it? So that's pretty. So we're going to let that dry for a couple days. All right, we got this one. We're dry. That one's with the good hair. With the good hair. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, let me flip it. What did I say I was going to do? It's purple. I don't want... Oh, wait. Maybe that's what I was going to do. I can't remember. I tried to put my paint right here, what I was going to use, but I put it back. I didn't put it out. Don't want pink. I could do... Oh, I said I was going to do the gold metallic. That's what I said. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for coming together. Or the metallic orange. So I got some gold. That's metallic orange. That's pretty. Gold, gold, gold. Am I out of my gold? I feel like I just bought some gold. I don't think we done used that much gold. Jeez. That's bronze. Metallic red. Got copper. I guess I used all my gold. What color are you? Copper. Alright, we got some. There we go. Got some gold. Oh, that's a lot of paint. It's alright. We'll use it somewhere else. Oh, that's not a lot. This is a big plate. Alright, let's get that paper down. Get that paper down. I gotta get some more deli paper. I'm all out of deli paper. I'm hoarding a couple of pieces I got. Been trying to reuse some of the other pieces, but it ain't been working. So we've been using some, what's this stuff called? Parchment paper. It is definitely not the same. There we go. So we got to varnish it off. Get it all off. We want it off. In the words of Darcy, ain't nobody got time to be waiting now. Just getting it up. Just getting it up and then putting something else back down. I love it. So that's gold. So that answers my question. Did I like the gold and the violet gray? And the answer is yes. So we got that on there. That was gold. And now I'm going to use this one. I don't always want it to dry. It's a personal thing. Personal thing. I'm a little too impatient too. That's the real reason. Be like, oh my God, I want to see that. Let's see that. Let's pull it. Or the other thing I realize I'll be wanting to see, oh wait, pull that up. Now let's put something else on it. Ooh, let's see what else we can get with it. That's usually what it is, it's been for me. I don't know if that will change if it will get old. I don't know. But right now, I'm just having fun. Slapping paint on paper, putting it down and pulling it back up. That's how it works. And then usually, like when I'm in the studio doing something by myself, I'm having a conversation with myself. Because, since we were talking about boundaries earlier, I would have a conversation about this weekend, yesterday, or something like that. And so that way I will know if it's working for me. I am putting some chairs together and you finna wash your hair. I got mine in braids because I went to the beach, so mine is still in some braids. And it probably will stay that way until the new year. Probably. I don't know. I'm going to let this one dry because I think I'm going to like this one better. I am. Look at that. Oh, would you just look at that? Oh, so yummy. Sometimes we got time to let it dry. Sometimes. And sometimes ain't nobody got time for that. Nobody got time for that. Ain't that right, Darcy? If she's still here. It's so cute when she does the video. She's just like, oh, pull it up. Ain't nobody got time to wait on it to dry. Nope. Just keep going. Keep going. Keep slapping that paint down and moving it around, putting it on something else. We'll let it dry when we have to. And we will. Because, we do. All right, there we go. Ooh, that's going to be nice. I feel it down in my shanana that's going to be nice. That is going to be nice. Oh, do you feel me? You feel me? Oh, hold on. Let me put some paper on it. Oh, that's going to be nice. Boom. That's going to be very much so beautiful. Look at, because remember I put down 3 different colors. I did magenta, did violet gray, did some brilliant yellow, and then I'm pulling it with black. And then we put down some hooker's green that's around there. And that is very much so beautiful. You can fussy cut this out. Like cut this out and put it on something. Put it on the cover of a book. I thought about that. That's fun. And then the other one I think I'm going to do. This is what, like I said, when you go to sleep. Remember I told you I went to sleep dreaming about these pulls and these things that I use. All right, where do I want to go? We're going to do this one. We're doing blue again. Works better when I plop it on there like that. And then take that off because we're going to have boogers if I don't. Where's my... Do 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 do. Roll out. Dum, 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 roll out. This is what I want y'all to do, to have fun. If you're not having fun in your life, find something to have fun in your life. Make sure you're having fun. That's all I want you to have fun. Okay, that did it like that. I know why I did it. Got it now. I'm being very sparingly. Got to fill them holes with paint. Got to fill it so you can get it everywhere. That like that little boy say, I'm just sweating everywhere. I'm so hot, I'm sweating everywhere. It's like, where are you sweating? On my butt crack and my balls. And I was just like, oh my God. That was years ago, but that little boy, anytime I need a good laugh, I just be like, between him and the other one, the little boy that the mama said something to him, and he's like, bullshit. I was just like, oh my God, where are these kids getting this from? Like, what? See you later, Mariah. I'll see you in. Ooh, it's almost 2 o'clock. I just looked up there and it was 12:30. Where did time go? I'll see you in a minute. For real, for real. Sheesh. All right. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to flop this off over here. And looking at what's. Oh, I had a plate. I could flop it off on a plate. We'll see you in the chat. And if you don't know, go over to PM Artist Studio at 3 o'clock Central Standard Time, which is why I popped on early. So that way we can hang out over there because they got the best chat in town. Not to say that our chat ain't good over here, but Lord have mercy, that chat over there. Oh, it's grown too. It's just like it get to going so fast. I'd be like, woo, Jesus. And then we got these new things. Okay, I like that. It's not new. What it is, the handles. It's like, oh, Lord. Gotta remember whose name is what, who is who. But remember I said earlier, it's all about learning new things, ever learning. If you're getting comfortable, learn something new. And YouTube say, hey, y'all finna learn these handles. That's pretty. Look at that. Now we're gonna need to lighten this up. So I'll probably use the stencil again with something lighter on it, so that way the stencil will come up lighter. Intentional things. These are all pages that are going to be used for journaling and putting them in junk journal, because I got a couple junk journals that are coming up that I'm going to be creating. All right, let's let this dry. Put you around here. And then that way that'll work out. So, are you dry? So are you shiny? Wait, I already did this. How did I like it? Did I like it? I don't like that. I didn't like that. Oh, let's try this. Oh, no, not that. Let's try this. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Let's put that in there. Ooh, looky. We got us a lot of little trinkets. If you're an artist, you collect everything. We see the joy in everything. You finna go, Ellen? I'll see you over on the thing. Thank you for coming through, hanging out with me. Slap this paint on this paper and this gel plate. I'll see you next time, and hopefully you're having a great Thursday. Mr. McCoy said he wanted to take me to breakfast. He didn't say nothing about lunch. Aw, thank you, Ellen. I appreciate you. I love you back. Oh, yeah. Boom. Look at that. We need to put that on there. Love, 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 love. Lime green and ultramarine blue. That's what these are. Lime green and ultramarine blue. These are freaking fabulous. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I can't stop seeing wallpaper now. Can't stop seeing wallpaper now. It all shows up now as wallpaper. See, we might have to see about that. Oh, Darcy says, I'm going to Massachusetts next week with Dad. I'm a little nervous about how I feel after riding in the car all day. Oof. What kind of ride is that? Because you're going from, wait, Virginia? Trying to remember where everybody's from. Oh, not that paper. I like long trips, but I like driving too. We used to drive from Colorado to Alabama to North Carolina to Florida. Yeah, that didn't do what I want, but hey, it was a thought. We got rid of 10 to 12 hours. Yeah, that's my kind of drive. Hi, Susan Clark. How are you? Yeah, that's my kind of drive. I would drive 12. I can drive 12 hours. Easy. The only thing is, I don't like doing all that stopping. If you the one that you got to do the stopping and want to make it out of a trip, it needs to be longer than 12 hours. Because 10 to 12 hours. So just coming from Florida, it was 8 hours. So it was 4 hours to Jacksonville and then 4 hours to Pompano Beach. And I did a four. So I did it like 3:40 and then stopped Jacksonville, gave my daughter something, got some gas, got something to eat, and then got right back on the road and still did it. I can't drive that far anymore. Yeah, it gets to a place to where I think certain people, I'm gonna get in the car with them, but I'm gonna know there are limitations, and if we got limitations, then it's okay. It just means that I can plan for it. But if you get in the car with me and don't say nothing, be like, wait a minute, you want to do what? And I never like people to ride with me that smoke because they couldn't smoke in my car, and that meant they want to stop for a smoke break. I say I stopped twice. You ain't smoke when I stopped for gas. I know my mom was glad when she stopped smoking. Okay, we gotta put some paint on this. Susan, I am doing exceptionally well because I'm in the studio. Nobody's bothering me, so I am doing great. And like now, my husband probably needs to go in. Let's see what this looks like reverse. Let's do it. Let's do it. We know what it looked like in the negative. Let's see what it looks like in the positive. Told y'all, don't threaten me with a good time. Oh, greetings from. Oh, wow. Whoa, what time is it over there? I've never even heard of that part of Africa. Let's just say that, if the spelling is correct. And that's only because my knowledge goes only to probably where I've put it. But wow, that's amazing. I always say you never know where people are viewing from. We have international chats going on here. Oh, I love that. Love it, love it, love it. That's very much so beautiful. I'm doing pretty good. My hands hurt like crazy, but life goes on. When I travel, we stop every 4 for me to get out and walk. That seems to be very helpful, Darcy. Um, I told you, Darcy, when Thursday when I was in the car driving on the trip, my shoulder was like hurting, and it's just like, wait, it didn't hurt like hurt. It was just like when I touched it, and then when I dug into it, and I was just like, what in the world? And I was like, oh my God, have I been doing too much gel printing? And then I had to think back. I picked the dog up. Willow has gotten some size on her now. And I picked her up with this hand, and of course, I'm left-handed. And I have been using the hand, so I'm quite sure I use some muscles that I have not been using because my left side feels more looser than my right side. So that means I'm going to have to go get stretched. 21 hours and 52 next to South Africa. Next to South, I have to pull up a map. I had to pull that back up. I had to do some research. But look at that. That's beautiful. That's the positive. What do I do with it just that fast? Jeez. Don't know. That's the negative. So the negative and the positive. You can tell I moved the paper. That light drives me crazy. I told you I'm going to get track lighting so it won't have this light problem. It's literally right over my desk. But this is the positive and this is the negative. So when you're doing like what I was doing with stencils and doing, we did 5 stencils. This is what is important that I had to realize. The negative had all of the holes, the orifices that was available to me to keep seeing stencils through it, right? But the positive was going to have paint in it. And I would have only really had these holes right here, and that would have limited the next stencil, and I didn't want to. So that's why I flopped off and got the negative so I could keep all of the holes, and you get to see all the things. So this is the negative. This is the same stencil right here. This stencil right here is the French Laurel by Rhonda. You get to see it, and I put it on this way. So here we are. You got it all up there, and see how you still got it in there and there, but it didn't close it up. So that's why I changed from the positive to the negative to put it down. And then with Darcy's stencil, the Forest Floor, it's just happy through all of it. It's like, I don't care where you put me, I'm going to show up. And it did. And it was the last stencil that I put on. Squared Up was first, and Forest Floor was last. And then you have Double Vision. You can see Double Vision in there. And paint color matters too. Paint color matters because you can see I put Darcy down the Squared Up with a dark color. It was the first color. Now in my mind, I'm asking myself, if that would have been a lighter color, would you be able to see, which you probably could, but I don't know. I think it works out. So this is going to be my template for doing more than 4 stencils, is how much of this I can see, and then how much can you see. Like if you know the stencils with PM Artist Studio, these are all new stencils except for Forest Floor. Forest Floor is new to me, but not new to PM Artist Studio. Darcy's, the new one, is Squared Up. And then I was going to put, I had decided to put teardrops in there too. But once I put Caleb's stencil down, it made it to where you wouldn't have been able to see it the way I wanted to. And so, but you can see Caleb in here because it's the positive in Caleb as well. And that's, you know, all of the, like right there. So, but it did good. Welcome back, Julie Parker. But I'm be getting off here because I gotta go eat lunch. Need to eat something, need to eat something. So we're gonna leave with these being on the plate. All of these being on the plate. And then I will see all you guys over at PM Artist Studio at 3 o'clock. And hopefully. Look, let me get it. Hold on, let me get it. Today, oh yeah, and today is Thursday. We're gonna be thoughting it on Thursday. We're gonna see what P has to say about, see what she has to say about some things today, because it's thoughts and mixed media already gel printing. So hold on, let me get that, put that in there, do my thumbsy upsies over there, and pop this down in there. For those that are new to the chat and maybe didn't know, now you know. Click on that link and go subscribe to PM Artist Studio. And then that way at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, so an hour away, I'm giving myself an hour to go eat and do all the things so I can be right back here at my desk in viewing capacity. So we'll be viewing. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I do appreciate it. I do not take it lightly at all. And then you get to come and hang out. So as we go into 2026, we're going to be talking about boundaries. It's going to be a boundary series for January. And we're going to be talking about how to handle your boundaries, how to make how to make non-emotional limits so that you can walk through, all of that. So that's what's coming up. So that's what I wanted to kind of share in all the things, making boundaries that matter. And as a grieving artist, I've learned that my art needs to come first, and therefore I can't have a clog, can't be constipated with all of the things that are going on in the world. Set healthy boundaries as to what you want to put in your mind, right? Don't try to go do it all. And sometimes do an unplug. Just unplug from it all. Sometimes you just need to unplug, right? And that's what we're going to be talking about going over into January. So we're going to finish out December with the things that we're talking about. And, that's all. I like to kind of give y'all a heads up of where I'm going, because pretty much I have January, February, and March, the first quarter, done. So I'll see you guys later. See you in the chat. Bye. Have a good day. Go grab some lunch.